Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So I'm on today because I'm going to show you how I made the foxes. This is supposed to be a bear, but I'm not quite sure if it actually looks like a bear or not. I still think it's cute. But I found these decorative stones. So another example of like just crafting for myself. I wanted to turn these into really nice little pendants. Now I do have a bit of clay still on my hands, so do excuse that. But I thought, you know what, these are really nice, and yeah, why not show you guys how I made them. So I think I'm going to do this one today, this little fox. But I might do, if you guys want it, I might do a little series of doing different animals on these pebbles. Now these actually came from a charity shop. And I used these pebbles many moons ago, doing a mixed media video explaining the difference between why you should use gesso and why you shouldn't use gesso. And this is when I was back in my old craft room. So I'm very tempted to use one of these today as a background. Oh, sorry. I do apologise for that noise there. And now I do have a few broken bits, but they will not go to waste. They will be used. And as you can see, we've got quite a few of them. So, sorry, let me just, yeah. So as you can see, we've got lots of them. But I'm thinking I might use this one where it's got a bit of the wax on. So yeah, let me know if it's something you'd like to see. If you'd like to see a little series of me coating these stones with polymer clay. Now I will bake these on the stones. They will come off because I haven't put my liquid clay on, but I will be using a 2-part epoxy resin glue to stick them onto the stones, as well as a bail on the back. So that's what I will be doing. Because yeah, it just I think you get more, it's more security. And then I will coat these with resin, not resin. Actually, yeah, you could coat them with UV resin. It'll make them really shiny. Or you can use a polyurethane varnish. I'll probably just use the polyurethane varnish though. So this is the one we are going to make today. Now these still need baking. I was doing them yesterday. Now I'm going to get these back in. And then I've got a feeling, yeah, we're going to use that one. Because why not? I might have to make some clay. Oh, we could do, I've got, sorry, right, let's quickly do this. So do you know what, I'm trying to do it ever so gently, and it was just getting worse. I wonder, should we do like a really bright fox? So instead of like a dulled down version to this, do we do a really bright version? Let me bring you back in, because that is like a luminous orange. Or I've got this gorgeous orange, so it's not as bright as this one. I might use this one actually. I'm just going to have a look through my scrap clay first, because I always like to use up any scrap that I have first. Now I am looking, and I've got this brown that might be nice with a bit of that orange. So we don't need a lot made up. So I'd probably even say about that much. So we're gonna mix them. I always like to use up. I'm gonna put a bit of this lighter colour. What colour is this one? Peach. And this is a Fimo Effects pastry. Oh my goodness, Dawn, where's your head at? Oh, I could eat pastries, but I'm not allowed. Yeah, peach, no, Fimo, Claire. Oh my goodness, Dawn, honestly, what you were doing. Right, so we're gonna have that, and then I'm gonna put this luminous one in. Now this is just a cheapo clay, but it works just the same. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend this together, and while I'm blending this together, it will condition my clay. So I will do that off camera because it will take a while. Now if I got my my thingy machine out, it would do it instantly, but oh my goodness, Dawn, If I got my pasta machine out, then it would work. Now, one of the clays is crumbly, and that's just because it's more of a professional clay. It's not being used yet. So it just needs, this is why it's important that you condition your clay. So let's get this mixed in together, and then once it's all mixed in together, we'll come back and we'll start putting our fox together. So it'll be 2 seconds. Okay, right, that is done. So we want to break off a piece, and this is going to be the body. So if I just bring this in, so it's going to go that way because I want the thicker bit at the bottom, and you're just going to sort of push down and make like a teardrop shape. You don't want it too thick because it is a pendant. That is too thick. If it is too thick, just take a piece off. What I say, like, not a pea size, you want bigger than a pea size, but not much bigger than a pea size. Sorry, I'm just having my coffee. And that tastes really good. I'm going to take some more off there actually. So I'm going to say the size of 2 peas. So just roll it round into a ball, and then you're just going to squeeze one end to make a teardrop shape. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then we're going to stick that on the bottom of our pendant. Now you could use a stone for this, or you could just make a charm, so you don't have to stick it onto something. This is just showing you my way of making my little fox. Okay, so there's that bit, and then we're going to take now just bigger than a pea, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. So again, I'm just going to roll this in my hands. I am so sorry about my speech today. It looks like we're having one of those days. Actually, I need a little bit more than that, so just try and judge it. So again, it's a bit smaller than the body that you take in, but a bit more than the size of a pea. Oh, but you just keep going. It took me several attempts to do this. I had to start again, so it's not, you know, it was very relaxing doing it though. And then what you want to do is you want to put the point on top of the point of the bottom piece, and then just push that down. So there is your head, and what you want to do is just shape it and make it look, and it won't look like much at the minute, but by the time we put everything else on, it will. So there's the head, and then the final thing that we need for this piece is the tail. Now with the tail, you want to just get your piece and you want to roll it into a snake. So you want one end to be quite thin, okay, and then the other end to be thick. And now once you've done it, you just want to get your blade and you want to cut it just at an angle like that. So it's about 2 centimeters long, and all you're going to do is you're going to stick this, attach it to the side of your fox's body, and then you're going to bring it around over like that. So that's what you have. Sorry, let me just, yeah, I need to unlock my phone. Right, so there we have it. So that is the basics of our fox. Now I do have a bit of a mix of colour in there for some reason that I hadn't noticed, so I'm just going to take that out and then smooth that out. We are going to add texture onto this, which makes all the difference. So right, okay, now that's that done. Oh, we need to do the ears, so we do need this clay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll a little bit in my hands. I'm going to squeeze it, pinch one side and pinch the other side, so it's like a diamond shape. Okay, I'll do it on, there we go. Oh, and then what we're going to do is you're just going to cut one piece off and then attach that on to our fox's head at the top. So there's one, and then we're going to do exactly the same to this piece. We're going to attach that to our fox's head. So that is the ears on, and you can just play with them and get them how you want them to be. So that is the fox done. Now double check, we definitely don't need any more of this clay. Next up, I want like a nice brown clay. I'm going to use that for the just seeing what colours I've got in here. I might actually use this nice red colour. So I've just got a little bit because we need to do the nose, the eye and the eyes with this piece, and you just need the tiniest amount. You can use dark brown like I have done with this one. I have used dark brown in this one, but we're going to use this gorgeous red colour, like a pearlized red. It's beautiful. Well, it's metallic, but yeah. Okay. But just use what you have. I mean, you don't even have to go with traditional colours of a fox. You can do whatever colours you want. I'm loving that background on this one. Okay, so once it's conditioned, which a tiny little bit like this, it doesn't take long at all, I'm going to take a really small piece, like a really tiny dot piece. I'm going to sort of shape it into a triangle, and then I'm going to stick it where his nose should be, or her nose, and then we're just going to push it down like that. Okay, I'm just going to use my blade just to help me. Oh, I'm getting nail marks in, which we don't want. There we go. Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, now for the eyes. So for the eyes, you want to roll this out super thin. Okay, and I mean really thin as it's gonna go. Okay, and then we're just gonna cut a little line about, it must be about 1/2 centimetre, and we're going to stick it on one side. Oh, have I got, right, I'll have to use this pointy tool. So I'm just going to use this tool just to get the shape, and you just want to have it in just an upwards U shape. There's that one, and then just push that in, and then do exactly the same. Oh, a bit too small for the other side. And again, I'm just going to sort of put it on, and then using a dotting tool. Don't worry about putting too many marks in, because one thing that we are going to do is we're going to texture it. The fur, which really, again, it helps it. Oh, my eyes are a bit screwy. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that is our fox's face. And then the final thing, well, one of the final things, we need some nice light pink clay. And I've got just a touch in here. See, I don't know. That's just, I was making some flower cane and it turned out completely wrong. Right, I've got all underneath my nail. Okay, so I'm going to just use this clay, the pink clay, and this is going to go in the ears. Now I do have residue on my hands, so you do need to be careful that, because it will pick up on your clay. So ideally what you want to do is actually clean your hands between. So we can't use that now. I keep forgetting. Okay, let's try again. Right, so I'm just gonna push that down. Oh, I've still got clay on my hands. I thought I would have had rid of it by now. Right. Let's get this So I'm just trying to make this pink. Okay. Right, I'm just going to squish it down onto my desk, and then we're just going to do some really tiny triangles. And when I say tiny triangles, I am talking super tiny. And they're just going to sit in the ears. Get that into position, and once it's in, I just smooth it down very gently, like so. Oh, that'll be 2 seconds. Right, okay, sorry about that. That was a hubby. Right, just got another piece of pink clay, and we've done a triangle again. So I'm just doing exactly the same. I think I like the colour of this fox. There we go. I'm just using a dotting tool. You can just use your fingers. I've got fat chunky fingers, but you can use your fingers. Your fingers work just as well. So that is our little foxy. Now, before we do any texturing at all, and before I touch any white clay, I'm just going to get a wipe over my hands to make sure that, because you find that when you're working with darker colours, I'm just going to try and get that clay out from underneath my nail as well. So when you work with darker colours, it does stain on your hands, so be wary of that. So when you're dealing, the worst offenders is red and black. They are the worst offenders for staining your hands. And obviously if you're about to play with white clay, you don't want that colour to transfer. So you want to make sure that you've got a really good clean surface. So I'm actually just going to wipe over my tile. So this tile's permanently on my desk. There we go. Right, now we're going to get some white clay, and I want just enough for the chest and the tail. So we're just going to do that once we've got this on. So I'm just going to warm it up. So it starts off quite a crumbly texture until you've warmed it. So this is part of the conditioning process. But once we've done this, the only thing we have to do once we've got the chest on and the end of the tail on is we just texture it. And it's really simple to texture it with a fur. Right, okay. We are slowly, now I can see that this is mixing with a bit, even though you've just seen me wipe my hands, there's still colour transfer, not a lot, but as we condition it, it'll work into the clay and then you won't see it, which is perfect. Right, so just going to keep warming this up. Okay, right, and then I'm just going to push it down onto my surface like so. And what I'm going to do is I want just like sort of a triangular shaped piece. Now this is going to be for the tail. I'm just going to, I think that might be a bit too long and a bit too wide. So the reason why I'm just sort of doing it roughly, so can you see it's just very roughly, is because I'm going to be using my tool anyway to texture it. So I'm just going to lay it so that the point is at the point of the tail, and then we're going to use our, where's my craft blade? So I've got my craft blade here. I'm just going to use this just to cut those bits off because we don't want them. Okay. And then that's going to chuck around. Now I'm just going to take my tool and we're just going to push that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually texture this on. So, and I'm just using the end, see if we can get you so you can see. So I'm just going to use my end and I'm just going to work that out. So can you see that I'm making it look, I'm just trying not to touch, and then pushing the clay as well to where it needs to be. And I want this end here, this needs to be all fluffy. Tuck that under, and then we're just going to texture that so it looks like fur. Now if your clay does get bits of hair in, or it gets other bits in, yeah, there we go. Just going to take this off its eye. Oh, and nose, come. Where are you going? I'm not worried about denting it, but it's not coming off. Right. So I'm going to texture the head while I'm here. Oh, the clay's very soft. But actually, do you know what? I got this one's better. We're just going to, basically what we're going to do is we're going to do what we've done here, is we're going to texture the little fox like this one. So that's all we're doing, and it basically just putting lines in just to imitate. Now the clay is very soft, so I'm thinking that maybe I need to leave it to harden, but just gentle pressure. You don't want to dig too hard, you want to like be really, really gentle as you're doing this. And if there's a bit of clay just that, and just take your time in working at it. You can get tools as well, but that imitate fur. So for instance like this, so you can get these that will help give you that fur look. However, I think it's what you, so I'm just showing you how it works. Oh, move that one. I find I have more control over my dotting tool than I do with this, especially with such a small piece. But there you go. Oh, there we are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of white clay. Oh, he looks so cute. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing properly. Come on, thank you. So all I'm doing is I'm really working a piece of white clay here, and I'm just going to pop it in my hands. I'm going to take this top bit off, a bit more like this, and we're just going to pop, oh, and it needs to be a little shorter on each side. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick that on there like that. And again, I'm just going to use my tool to bring that where I need it to be. So I'm just pushing it down and putting it where I want it, like that. And then now that that's where I want it, this is where we're going to have it looking like fur, hopefully. So I'm just going to brush that down, and then I want it so it looks feathered, you know, around it, because it just imitates fur quite nicely. And then now that we've done that, I'm going to put fur lines all over. Okay, and then the tail, and I'm just doing very, very gentle pressure here. We're not doing, you know, really hard pressure. We're just doing very gentle, and I'm following the curve of the tail like so. And I do think putting the texture in your piece does really make it, yeah, really help work it. Now I'm just going to add like a fluffy chest area. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, sorry. It's trying to, just want to get in there because that doesn't look right. There we go. And there you have your little fox pendant. All done. Come on. Come on. There we go. And there he is. So, there are our little foxies. They look so cute. On pendants. Yeah, a little different video to resin and stuff, isn't it? But it would be really nice to hear if, yeah, it is something that you would like. I mean, I don't even have to do animals. I'd love to do some floral ones as well, because as most of you know, florals is my colour, is one of my favourite things to do. I just love flowers. So yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what you guys think, if it's something that you would be interested in seeing. I would love to bring back my clay books and do my clay books with you. I haven't done my clay books in such a long time, and yeah, they are so therapeutic. So I did show my clay book off in my last clay video, but that's it. I still haven't stuck it on. Yeah, but love, love, love. So I can show you how I did the bear next if you wish. Alright, we can do the fox with the legs, but they look so cute. I love the red fox. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So now these will get baked in the oven for about half an hour at 130 degrees Celsius. That's 265 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, and then I will just use UV epoxy resin to glue them on. What I tend to do, so I will bake these and then they'll get put in a pile, and then as I do more and more pieces, once I've got enough to use the epoxy resin, I do it all in one go, so it won't be done in this video. But yeah, well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.